Well, the Tech Mahindra management is speaking on their numbers, so first let's just listen into them.
Europe remains depressed. The Eurozone crisis apparently seems to have receded a bit, but the fundamentals are still pretty poor. Consequently, almost all over Europe, you are seeing the drop in GNP, drop in spending, and obviously this is going to cascade to the business we do. BRIC countries continue to grow at a fairly decent pace, which includes India. 6% doesn't look so bad now compared to what is happening all over the globe. But in terms of our base of business, that is relatively limited. So why am I not feeling that bad at this point of time? I think the reason is straightforward. On the heel of this adversity, there are a lot of opportunities which are available to companies like ours. And we have seen that over the last 1 year. Because of the economic crisis, people are choosing and seeking out more cost-effective options. And your company, our company, is in a position to provide those. We have seen that there has been a fair amount of new business which we have won. I don't think KPN would have been possible but for the fact of real pressure coming on that company to seek out cheaper options. That's true for all other businesses which we have acquired in the last 1 or 2 years. It additionally has given us opportunities in terms of making acquisitions at relatively attractive price points. So net, despite what's happening globally, I am somewhat optimistic about where Tech Mahindra is going to go in the next few years. Now let me come to the issue of our results, for which all of us have assembled. Looking at the numbers, I think we have had a fair quarter with 6% constant currency growth. Revenue stood at 1,631 crores, up 22% year on year. This includes about 13.3 million from our acquisition of Hutch Global Services. Excluding acquisition, our non-BT business grew at 4.2% in constant currency terms. Our EBITDA margin for Q2 was 20.7%. EBITDA in absolute terms was 338 crores, up 65% year on year. And PAT, including share of associates, was around 296 crores, up 23% year on year. We have been able to demonstrate sustainable margins for the quarter despite the wage hike. This is due to various optimization programs that we have put into effect in the last couple of quarters. Our total headcount, including the company we acquired, has now climbed up to 50,749. Software professionals are around 25,000 and BPO around 25,000. So you would notice that now BPO, at least in terms of employees, is as much as that in IT, though obviously in revenues substantially smaller. As always, Tech Mahindra has secured number of awards for quality and outstanding work, which I don't want to go into at this moment. We have had some wins, and we are looking forward to relatively stable growth as we go forward. As I said earlier, net, I'm quite optimistic about Tech Mahindra at this point of time, but I'll ask my colleague CP to fill in more details of where he sees this company going as we speak today. CP?
Thanks, Vineet. Good evening, everybody. I know one of the questions in front of all of us is when is the merger taking place and when will we start reporting as one company? And I must tell you that the challenges you face reporting two companies, I promise you, I have the same job as a trapeze artist jumping from one company to another. So we are also waiting quite eagerly. There is only one penultimate court decision awaited, which is from the Andhra Pradesh High Court, and hopefully that should be behind us. We had earlier indicated a time frame of November to March. We still maintain the same. But till it happens, I do carry two business cards. One is Tech Mahindra and Mahindra Satyam. And as I meet customers, analysts and influencers from across the world, discussing the telecom business, the Tech Mahindra business.
A decent quarter there for Tech Mahindra. That's where we'll leave it on this edition of Earnings Air. Thanks for watching.